great dentists in Japan are receptive and welcoming these ideas. It means a lot to me. So I have to thank, everybody that was involved in this project to make it happen, even with all the restrictions, even with all the fear that unfortunately is taking control of the world. I believe that this event is not only a technical, clinical message, but it's also a very positive psychological message that not only us, not only the organizers there, but all the participants are giving to the dental world, saying we can't stop, we cannot be afraid, we're going to overcome this, we need to continue our lives, we need to continue to organize events, we need to continue to push for our freedom, for more information, for less political movements towards this crisis, and more humanitarian movements, more reasonable movements in a tough year like 2020. So I believe that we should all congratulate ourselves, everybody that is in the room, showing that this is not the end of the world and that we need to continue to move forward. I want to thank Drs. Tepe and Junta, our co-organizers, for helping us, pushing the event, bringing their community, their group, PHIG, into this event, and for willing to help us represent the DSD ideas in Japan. And I know, as Kenji said, that they did a great job with great information, great lectures, and I want to take advantage of this moment for something that I believe is very important for us, to welcome Dr. Tepe, Dr. Junta as official DSD key opinion leaders, as they deserve. Dr. Kenji Ojima, our first DSD KOL in Japan, and now is going to be sharing the DSD stage in Japan with Tepe Junta, and I believe we only win by strengthening our team. And I want to thank also Dr. Kenji for welcoming Tepe Junta, and I want to personally welcome Tepe Junta to our DSD KOL international family, and Japan is going to be much more, even better represented now in a much more stronger way. I also want to thank Professor Yamasaki for joining us, for contributing. It was great to see him yesterday and to briefly chat with him, and I really hope that we can all be together soon in person next year with the second stage of this program, with the conclusion of this program, with the second part of this residency, this special residency that we organized for the first time in Japan. And above all, I want to thank you, Robert, for your kindness and efficiency and professionalism with Chisato, and of course under the leadership of Dr. Kenji Ojima from the Dow Group, for being our main voice, our main DSD voice in Japan. You guys are great, and I really appreciate, beyond our professional relationship, I really appreciate our friendship that is only getting stronger and stronger. By the way, friendship above all. And again, thank every participant for coming back. And let's finish this third day with what I call the DSD clinical solution. So this lecture has the intention of giving a summary of different treatments. Of course, I don't have the intention here to give a clinical lecture, meaning to teach clinically how to perform these procedures, but my intention here is to show you how digital can facilitate these procedures. And I love this saying the slide, when digital becomes the new normal. This is why we're so excited. It's because digital is for us now the new normal. It became the new normal. It's not anymore showing digital as something new, as something, wow, is this possible? No. This is our new normal. This is our routine. This is what we do every single day. This is what every DSD clinic around the world is already performing and already benefiting from. So it's different from lectures that I gave, 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago, where most of the ideas that I was sharing were still new, were still not completely mature, and it was much more about a vision and the willingness to create these solutions. Today is different. Today the solutions are real. The solutions are our new normal, and that's why I believe it's so exciting to talk about that, right? So all the cases that I'm going to share with you guys were developed by great clinicians from all over the world, clinicians like you that believed in the process and started to do cases with us. And of course, were only possible because of the collaboration between these great clinicians and the DSD Planning Center and the DSD Lab. So I believe that the DSD Lab, and the DSD Planning Center, they bring to the table a couple of unique skills. Another way to understand, what is the DSD Planning Center is to think about a dental laboratory on steroids. This is the way I like to explain. We are a dental laboratory that is powered by an interdisciplinary treatment planning team and a facially driven smile design team. So imagine that you have a lab that now it's not only technicians doing lab work, but it's a lab that is supported by an amazing clinical team of experts to help our dentists. First of all, before even manufacturing lab devices, to help our dentists to analyze better the case, to document better the case, to diagnose better the case, to treatment plan better the case, and to present better this case to the patients to increase case acceptance. And then, after case acceptance happens, then the DSD lab will help the dentist by manufacturing all the devices and manufacturing all the solutions and all the restorations that we need to deliver these plans that we convince the patients to accept. So I believe that we are very proud. We are very proud of first creating this idea of a treatment planning center. This idea didn't exist before DSD. We had labs, we had imaging centers, we had companies providing some services, but we didn't have the idea of a center where dentists can use as an amazing support to improve the process of treatment planning, to improve what I believe is the most challenging part of restorative dentistry: planning, decision-making process. As I always say, when I travel the world, I usually see more great clinicians than great treatment planners. And for me, that shows a very clear message that being a great treatment planner is definitely the most difficult part of dentistry. Being a great treatment planner is even more difficult than executing clinically. And I'm not saying that being a clinician is easy. I'm not saying that executing clinically is easy. It's extremely challenging as well. But I believe that the art of comprehensive, facially driven treatment planning is even a bigger challenge. And that's why we started the project of the DSD Planning Center. going back to my lecture yesterday and the day before, where I realized the three main challenges that my clinicians were facing: how to deliver more natural smiles, how to deliver more comprehensive treatment plans, and how to create value towards the patient. These three challenges are real, and the reason to exist of the treatment of the DSD Planning Center is to help dentists overcome these three challenges. So we are very proud to say that when we founded the DSD Planning Center 5 years ago, we were, and still are till today, the first and the only facially driven, comprehensive, 3D digital treatment planning service in the world. A place that every single dentist can count on. A place that dentists are working with us, are making us become like a department of their clinic. This is our spirit. It's like making our whole team and our whole expertise become part of your dental office. So it's like you, even if you're a single dentist or a small office in the countryside and you're alone there, suddenly, by working with us, you become a super team where you have this collective intelligence process working in your favor, in the favor of your patients. So the point here is how to keep the quality and the quality control on the processes of smile design and treatment planning, and that's what we do every single day. That's our investment, and I have to say that this comes from an inspiration that we have in our family. My father, our dental leader, that